And God said I should give you this flyer. And then I looked at the flyer. It was a conference for men. I think it was the first time I attended a conference for men. And then 9 years ago, 2014, and then I came in, I saw men. I think that the first edition was tagged Uncommon Men. And that was how our name became Uncommon Men, the first edition. And since that time, my life has known no better yesterday.
But I got into what I'm doing today because I gave myself to service. But one thing that kept me is the instruction that my dad will always give to me. He will tell me to always trust God, even when things don't seem to go.
Always trust God. Always trust.
Praise the Lord.
And when I gave my life to Christ, that was when I started discovering who I am. I started discovering myself. You know, one thing about if you don't discover yourself as a young man is that you'll be pushed around. You'll be pushed around. You don't have any say of your own if you have not discovered yourself as a growing young person.
I still have this breath. I was conquered the challenge of money.
I think in that aspect you are not just alone. I don't think you are alone in that aspect because everybody reacted to that same. I think it's a general challenge that we must all solve and conquer. Okay, so can you share with us one of the ways that you think the challenge of money can be conquered?
Well, one level that every man should pass when it has to do with the pursuit of money is self-confidence. Self-confidence. This has nothing to do with whether you're a child of God or not. A man that is confident in himself can conquer the world without having access to cash. And a man that is confident in himself can also pursue cash and get the cash, both from the righteous means and the unrighteous means. And by confidence, we are talking about you tell yourself, when we say in the church, I cannot be poor, I tell you the truth. See, that statement is not
Motivational speaking.
no, it's not just, if motivational speaking aside, it's not restricted to the church people alone. Go out there and say an unbeliever. In fact, they even see it more than you do. Let me say a Yahoo boy. A Yahoo boy believes that he can't be poor. More than you that is a child of God believes that he can't be poor. And that is the difference. And that's why you can come to the church and you see poor people. And you go to the secular world, you see people that have access to this money. Now, the problem now is, how do we get the money? How do we get the money?
How do you get it legitimately?
Yes. So for an unrighteous man, is going after the money irrespective of who you are, what is right or not. That's the difference. That's why it seems as if they will get the money faster than you do. Because we that are, like for me that is in the church, I must go through the legitimate way. I must go through the God way to get that money. And that is where the challenge has been for us as church people. And that is why I said your confidence. That confidence, I don't want to say faith. I want to use the word confidence because I'm talking to people beyond the church perspective.
Yes.
Like you can tell yourself that I will get this money, I will get a skill, I will have a craft. Because money is just all about problem solving. You solve problem and you get paid for solving the problem. So the better you solve the problem, how you solve the problem, like the smarter way you solve the problem, the more of the problems you can solve, you get the point? And what problem actually are you solving? You get the point now. Determines how much of this money you can have. You know what I mean by that? What particular problem you are solving. You can be a laborer. You are building house you spend 10 hours in a day. You are in the construction site. At the end of the day, they pay you a wage of 2,000 naira. But somebody is just at the comfort of his house sleeping and money is entering his account. So with this in mind, you now decide that you have confidence, you determine. That's where determination, you just have that confidence, okay, this is this thing, I want to get this money. And you just have to consciously decide, I want to get, you sit down, you plan it.
Yes.
I don't have this skill, I don't have the capacity, but this is the way I want to get this money from. This is the I want to get this money. This is the problem I want to solve. This is how I want to access this money. So you now begin to, you determine, that is the confidence. You determine, and then you begin to pursue that means. You begin to pursue that means. You begin to pursue that means. As long as it's legitimate, you begin to pursue that means. You begin to pursue that means. And then, if you are consciously doing that, it can only take, delays will come in, but you are still confident that you get it. You get the point? Challenges will throw around you, you are still confident that you get it. So, and definitely you are going to get it. Definitely you get it. Without God, you will get it. If you keep pursuing it with commitment. Because people out there that are getting the money, they are not getting money because of Jesus. They are getting the money because they are working hard to get it. So, and that is what every one man should understand about life. It's a universal thing. That is how God has created it. It is you eat from your hard work.
Beautiful.
Your hard work is a blessing. Your work is a blessing.
This is Faith House Leadership Church, one global leadership church, transforming lives and leading nations through God's light.